Hi, I'm Jacob Baumley, and I just got done with my third and final interaction for the Global Learning Project. I thought this one was really interesting to learn all about how he learned and just some of the habits that he formed from high school and if he could bring them over to college and stuff like that. Um, he obviously went to a larger school because he's from a bigger city than I am. And so it was really cool to hear about his experiences, like in a larger classroom setting, like that he was more used to than I was coming over here. And like in my school, I would have 30 at the most in my classes, and we could always interact with the teacher just fine. And they knew us all on first name basis, and that was really nice. But for him, he had larger classes, and sometimes didn't really get to know the teacher all that well, even though it was just high school, which I thought was really strange because that's all I was used to was knowing the teacher really well. And so I thought that culturally wise, he was much more prepared for the change to college because of the larger classrooms and not always interacting with the teacher fully. And we're both used to not having to work overly hard in school because it came so easy to us in high school. And he is also more used to having more free time than I am, which was really interesting to me because I figured in a big city there would always be something to do, always stuff to take up his time, but he didn't make it seem that way. But he also said that with his free time, he didn't necessarily learn great study habits because school did come so easily to him. And we got to talking about a course that was challenging for him, and he said it was chem. And I thought it was really interesting that even though they were different classes, like a class that was challenging for me and a class that was challenging for him, there were pretty much the same, like wrong habits and um, things like that for us. He is not used to like doing much work out of class to have to be successful, and I kind of felt the same way. So when we got to a class that was more challenging for us and did take more work, it was pretty hard to adjust for us. And I thought that was pretty cool because he had such a different experience than I did all the way up to this point. But now that we're in the same situation, it's kind of the same adjustment for both of us because of that similarity. Um, I also thought it was really interesting that the way that he um, studied for this class to try to be successful. And he would always set aside a certain time each week. So it'd be like the same day each week. He would work for this chemistry class. And I thought that was a really good idea. I would just kind of like randomly decide, oh, I have free time today. I might as well do some homework. But that was a way that he was more prepared for this than I was because he had more free time than I did throughout earlier education. And I thought it was really cool that I could learn from that, and he kind of gave me some pointers, not necessarily on purpose. Um, and so I hope I did the same for him. And I had a lot of fun meeting him and getting to know him, and it was cool how much closer we got really quickly, and I hope to continue this.